Hello, a good morning from Berlin to you. I hope the good morning is not ending with my little lesson here. My method is you learn an element, you learn another element, then you combine them and play. Then you learn another element to these already there and you play. So it's growing and you're always repeating the central stuff. And you learned in my first lessons, you learned these major thirds, right? And you learn to play the scale to get to know the scale a bit. What we do today is we use them and a bit of scale, but we just use a little part of the scale, or we're just not starting from the root as we do in the beginning. These are always your lifesavers, I know that. To just hold on to the root gives you a feeling of safety, but that's illusory. Life is not safe. And blues also not. That I will give you a couple of homeworks to do. That you're, busy. We start. Now, same. Same. Now on G. This is the first chorus you play. No. You don't have to slide these. That was a bit preposterous of me to do that. You just play this one. We do the slides when you're much safer. You see? Many of you might have thought, I know that because I can read your minds from here, is when I showed you this finger setting, you thought, well, what a moron. That's totally artificial. I play mine. Of course, I know 90% of you are doing that, and at the moron part you all think. But there's a reason, when it's going fast, you can tie the upper voice much easier. But I know you're stubborn and you just do your stuff anyway. And what do we have in the right hand? Here, we start on the fourth, with the fourth finger on this one. And you do a little oversetting here. And we give it a little rhythmic structure. Not just like but okay, so for now you're finally ending on your security button here. But we're starting somewhere else here. Just down the blues scale and oversetting. The 90% I just mentioned might also think, well, why the first finger is here, why he's not taking that finger again. In some instances, you may, and the masters are often doing that because they didn't have piano lessons, and but you also have to get used to oversetting, and this is actually not easier because you have to jump up, and as soon as you play this thumb method fast, you are screwed. Can I say so? I don't know what it means, but I heard it's cool. You are really screwed. So better get used also to a little bit of undersetting and oversetting. So, and then on the G and the F you play something different. You play the scale from here. And there's also something new. What is this? It's a triplet. Have we talked about triplets yet? Honey, we have to talk. Sit down. We have to talk about triplets. Okay. First, of course, triplets are 3 on 1/4 note. And where do they come? With the left hand? Here. Here's the last one coming. You see? Once you get that, you know how to play triplets in blues. because it's a triplet rhythm underlying the whole thing anyway. You know, these swing notes, they have a triplet structure under them. Bop, 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 bop. 1, 2, 3. And we're just locking into that. And then straight. And just the same. What about the finger setting? If you later do fast runs, then the fourth finger, you know, you have these 3 fingers just having to do this one. So I made it a habit, very often at least, I'm not very consistent, because we need the fourth finger later on the G flat to do things like this. And this we cannot do with that. Got it? And then fourth finger, if you want to prepare for later. Always good to prepare for later. Here we are for the first exercise. And the first thing you do is bringing them together. Chords, phrase, then G7 with the and F7 with the long run here, repeating. And then in the end we play that is also a part of our thirds. We're just not playing it with the thumb. We are just playing it like this, and we don't come from here. We come from top. You know? We're coming from G. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and then another whole bar. So we're coming to C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the new thing starts. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you will realize that these are also notes from the blues scale. Now we start from the 5th of the blues scale and go up. We're not leaving out any, up to the 3rd. And we're already incorporating the repetition, very important. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. So you see, we have triplets again here. It's good if you start listening also to what I play, that I don't have to explain to you that they're triplets, but that you realize on your own. Like 1, 1, and fourth notes. Da 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 dum. And they're very nice in the hand. Can you see? The black key is coming just out of its cave, this one, to meet our weak finger here. That makes it so nice. You see? It's sticking out its neck just to please our 5th finger. We love that. I don't repeat the whole thing now because that's what you do and we save time. Because it's just the same, except on G7 and F7, you play the same. You see, we're just adding a little bit that you're not overwhelmed and unsubscribe from my channel. I take names, okay? And the rest, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and stays the same. Okay, we're just changing a little bit, namely this thing a little bit higher with triplets and a different part of the blues scale. Got it? I know you got it. You're smart. Next thing. Next thing we're going to do is we're leaving now this part and go to the chords and do this classic little pattern which everybody should know. It's and then you see what we are doing, eh? We're taking the building blocks, swapping, changing, forcing you to remember something else. And here we go. You see, here, because I know I don't have to get up to this one, but only to here. And here I take 1, 2, 4. See? There's actually a pattern. a rational pattern behind what I do. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then this thing. My lessons are so cozy, no? It's just a little slice more, and this way you have success easier. Good for the motivation. We make use of that the scale can be played on all chords. You know, we can leave this pattern just the same over F7 and C and even over G or over F, but here again we play same thing, okay? So, is there more for us to learn? Sure there is. Cause today I will already give you a little turnaround. What is a turnaround? It means to turn around, but where are we turning? We are turning back to the beginning. It is showing back to the top of the, what we call the chorus, the 12 bars, and it has in the end, most of the time, a G7, the dominant, which has the strong bias to go back to the 1. That's why we use it at the end of a turnaround. The G7 is showing strongly to the beginning, okay? So, the turnaround. Where is it starting? It starts on the last 2 bars of C. And I play the last bars. And now come the last 2 bars C. Here we have the G7. This I explain in a tiny bit. So you see, this is our turnaround. There are many turnarounds, depending on style and taste and skill, but this is one of the basic chords underlying here. So, get yourself ready. Bottle of Budweiser out of the hand. We need both hands now. And we're starting. Okay, this is the 1. 1, and now. Can you see what I'm doing? First, see that my left finger, the index finger is on the B flat, and here it's an inversion of C. And what we do now is the thumb goes here, and those go here. It's called chromatic. Half tone step here, half tone step here. Now, half tone step again, both sides, this one here, and these 2 here. Makes it easier, Both hands half tone steps. Except in the end, where we go to C. Here, this one goes to the G of C, and here we have the first bit of the C chord. And here's the last bit of the C chord, the G. Again. So, we add the C in a little bit, we are just like, hit it here, we're just looking at this one now. Then here. And the chord behind this one is the C diminished, just for you to know. It's a very common turnaround sequence or progression. It's hidden, it's the C7. Then here hidden is the C diminished. This would be the complete one, just consisting of minor thirds, but we're here. And then here hidden are several things, like the D diminished or the A flat diminished, both the same, but I'm just confusing you, right? We don't want that. I don't want to confuse you. So now here. And chromatically until you reach C, safe harbor, yes. And then you can have the C playing with all of them, like here. Okay. leave it out. It's a matter of taste. Listen to this. Just your taste. And then we play this one. You know, it's not a real G7. We have the fifth here augmented to the augmented 5, of course. And it sounds a bit nicer. I thought I'd give you a sweet little chocolate in the end. The normal G7 would have been like this one. But so we have the G7 here, major third, augmented 5, and it's quite nice. And then you play it again. And in the end, 3 and D and D and D and D, and then off you go. You can feel it, huh? It's turning around. And okie dokie. So that's the lesson for today. I hope you are satisfied. Get a new couple of elements. I say bye-bye and thank you. Oh, why not donating to this lovely Christian who is doing all the service for you? You can do so. Say thank you to me if you like. I would like it. And I say, see you next time. Take care, stay healthy, be happy. I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.